Now, my main focus point today on InvestTalk is about the big, beautiful bill. And the question for seniors, or the answer for seniors, is does this eliminate taxes on Social Security? That's what was promised on the campaign trail. And that's what is still being said by the current administration. And they're touting that it eliminates federal income taxes on Social Security benefits for most beneficiaries. And the question is, does it really deliver on that comment? Well, it's true that the bill does offer some fresh tax relief for those collecting Social Security. It's misleading to say that the measure does away with taxes on Social Security benefits altogether for the vast majority of people. It does create a new tax deduction for beneficiaries, though. That's really what this is about. And it's not permanent. It's very, very temporary. Now, the good news is that it's not just about deductions on Social Security. So even if you don't earn that much from Social Security, it does apply to all income, all seniors' income. Okay. Now, what the bill does provide is a temporary tax deduction of up to $6,000 for seniors age 65 and older. 65 and older. But you have to have an adjusted gross income below $75,000 if you're an individual, or $150,000 if you're a couple filing jointly. And this is set to expire at the end of 2028. Okay. So a normal couple in there that are both over 65 will get an additional $12,000 in their standard deduction. Okay, so if you itemize, it doesn't matter. Okay, it's a standard deduction. And if you make over those amounts, $75,000 individual, $150,000 for couples, it phases out above those income amounts. Whether that income comes from Social Security or not, doesn't matter what that income is. Now, certain seniors already who have low Social Security income, low income overall, the standard deduction covers their income already. So they don't pay any taxes already. So for those people, it doesn't help them because they're not paying any tax. So this extra $6,000 doesn't help them at all because the standard deduction covers them. So for the very low income earners, it doesn't do anything for. For those that make, like I said, $75,000 or above for individual, $150,000 for couples, it doesn't really help you much either. It's those that are kind of in the middle where, maybe you're married, you make between Social Security and maybe other income, RMDs, things like that. You might come in at $95,000 or $105,000 or something like that, $130,000. Those are the couples that will benefit from this overall. Now, it's fully phased out for individuals making $175,000 and couples making $250,000. So it's basically $100,000. That extra $100,000, it will help you to a degree, but it is once again phased out. So, yeah, that's kind of how that works on that front. Now, the downside to this is that it's going to hurt the longevity of the Social Security Trust Fund because of lower payments into Social Security. Okay. And, at the end of the day, there needs to be some changes to the Social Security system to make it sustainable. But 85% of Americans think that benefits should not be reduced, or they actually should be increased, even if it means raising taxes on some or all of Americans. And the reality is that's true. That's likely what is going to happen. Nobody likes to cut money off to the elderly and potentially put them into a precarious economic situation. And that cohort is the one that tends to vote. And so That's not likely to change. But this tax deduction or additional standard deduction, addition to the standard deduction, is helpful for some, but it will be phased out. It'll be gone at the end of 2028, at the end of the current administration's term. And the big question is, will it be extended or not? And we know that usually temporary cuts to taxes, as you've seen recently, those tend to be extended. But obviously we'll see where we are in a few years. A lot will depend on how the fiscal situation shapes up over the next few years.